I see you've changed location. Charming.
Yeah, well, don't act so surprised. We both know this was your doing.
The Bible study needed more room. The group is growing. Certainly you can understand.
Yeah, well, good for you.
You're a sensible enough girl. Why are you wasting your time with junkies? Turn your efforts towards the Lord.
Because sometimes it isn't enough for people to just sit and pray begging for things to change. These people are here because they want to actively change their lives. But I'm sure you'd rather just shut them up in jail and turn the other cheek, huh?
People who break the law deserve to be in jail.
Yeah, well, maybe we should change the law.
Your passion's inspiring, but I have a meeting with my shepherd, and we have a lot to talk about. But I wanted to give you this. You left it in the room last time.
I think it's safe to say that Sasha's never coming back.
If she can't admit she has a problem, she has no business being here.
The way you handled that wasn't helpful at all. She was humiliated.
Listen, I don't know how experienced you are in this area, but I can tell you firsthand, there ain't nothing you can do for a person who doesn't want saving.
You're wrong. Everybody wants saving.
I told you already. You can stop at any time. You just gotta want it badly enough.
So you don't believe addiction is a disease?
I believe we ultimately give into our compulsions and addictions. Can't go blaming the world for your problem, sugar. By the way, what is your problem?
Tried it. I only got cigarettes out of her.
Cigarettes are a problem. They kill upwards of 440,000 Americans a year.
Yeah, there are facts and then there's statistics. They suck, we know this. What we don't know is why you put your ass on the line to start an addiction support group. Because you smoke. Everyone smokes something, it's college.
I don't smoke anything.
Why are you here?
Perks.
Something interesting. Do you believe addiction is a disease?
Honestly, I don't think it matters. All I know is that I need help.
Bingo! Beautiful! Brillante! See, Alex, it's all about admitting you need help. Now, obviously, that can be more difficult depending where you live because there are some that are sympathetic to the struggle, while others think you're a loose cannon who enjoys skipping meals and burning bridges.
Okay, fine. That's all well and good, but what if you don't have anyone to help you? This isn't a dinner conversation, Warren. People get kicked out of their houses for admitting they have a problem with drugs. I'm going to call Sascha.
Are you alright, Romy?
I'm totally fine. Absolutely fine. No Sascha? Not surprised. What's Alex doing?
What are you in such a rush to escape, Lady in Red?
Would you mind your own business? No offense, but I really don't think that you should put your own personal problems on me, okay?
Feisty! I like that. That's fine. You don't have to talk about it. Even though that seems to be hashtag trending today.
She didn't answer. Romy, are you okay? You look terrible.
Aw, thanks, Al. I can always count on you to make me feel so good.
Where do you keep getting all this stuff?
What stuff?
That sweater, that bag, my jeans.
Step one, always admitting.
You have a problem. Romy, what are you not telling me? You're a really good friend for showing your support, but you don't even enjoy coming here, so...
So what? I'm here to listen. Am I not a great listener?
Listening is a two-way street. Whatever you do is a four-way intersection during rush hour traffic.
Sascha, I called.
I saw. I figured I'd spare us the needless chit-chat since I was on my way. I'm not here to talk, by the way. I just have no one else to lie to.
Listen.
Shh.
You know what? If you guys didn't want me here, you could have just come out and said it.
Should we call you Bonnie?
Romy, why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what, don't be such a hypocrite, Alex. You can't condemn me for keeping quiet when you haven't even been honest with them, and you started this group.
Wow, this might actually get interesting.
You're just gonna throw me under the bus like that?
What do you want me to say? I have a problem, okay? I have a problem. I can't keep myself from taking things, all right?
January 19th, 2013. My brother, Brian Patrick Forbes, died. Brian was addicted to heroin. I felt so helpless, and I wasn't even the one with the addiction. In the last 2 years of his life, I watched him wither away. He lied. He stopped coming to family functions, but what did I expect? He was suffering. But of course, we all took this personally and greeted him with anger or silence on the rare occasions we saw him. At least I wrote him in jail, because he was in and out of jail all the time. Initially for petty crimes like possession, but eventually for things like armed robbery. He started getting used to jail, started rubbing off on him. I would ask my dad, why does Brian keep getting arrested? And he would simply say, he keeps breaking the law. The last time I saw him was at that chain restaurant Longhorns. He looked at me and said, I'm sorry for stealing your iPod. I, of course, didn't know what he was talking about, and then he said, your iPod. I stole it from you 2 years ago, the last time I was home. I wasn't surprised. I mean, he literally stole everything and anything to support his little habit. But then he put it on the table and slid it across to me. You didn't sell it, I said, tears streaming down his face. Don't act so surprised, he said. When it was time to say goodbye, I hugged him, and it was as if we both knew this was actually goodbye. A few weeks later, he was back in jail. I wrote him a very detailed letter. I told him how much I missed and loved him, and that I'd come to visit him as soon as possible. A few weeks later, I got that letter back. It had been rejected. When my dad called, I almost didn't answer. I've got some really fucked up news to tell you, he said. Your brother Brian killed himself in jail last night. As for the letter, turns out I wrote in blue ink and they only accept black.